The power management system provides key insights into how Eaton efficiently distributes power to groups of charging stations. It all works to make sure you don't waste any energy. It distributes electricity flow, so when a vehicle's battery is full and it reduces charge rate, the power management system reallocates that power to other vehicles. If you have a lighting system or parking machine, reserved power ensures they get what they need to operate. In order to access power management, fill out the form you see here and submit to cnmsupport@eaton.com. To view power management, click on the Power tab from the Eaton dashboard. Here, we can see all main breakers you are using and how they are broken down into sub-breakers and individual loads. Underneath the main breaker, we see the amperage rating, the amperage limit per electrical code, the number of loads connected to the main breaker, power supply type, and voltage installation. The main breaker is then divided into sub-breakers, which are further divided into the various loads, EV charge stations, and other equipment that requires electricity. Sub-breakers are not required, but the two-tier setup is convenient, since it is common in EV/SE charging applications. The blue number indicates the current amperage running through charger. You can also see the amperage limit, whether or not the charger is currently in use, and the phase wiring. Note that non-charger equipment is labeled as unmanaged loads, and that the power management algorithm reserves power for their potential consumption when allocating electricity to the chargers. There will likely need to be some consultation with your electrician to determine loads for these reserve items. There are a few things to consider that determine the power allocated to chargers at any given time. Power is allocated across phases, which may result in the sum of all chargers' allocated amperage appearing to exceed the breaker's rating. However, this would not be the case on a phase level, for example, when chargers are not wired to the same phases. The power allocated to chargers usually includes a small buffer beyond the actual power consumed by the charger. This allows for continuous monitoring of changes to power consumption, so that power can be reallocated when vehicles' charging speeds slow down or speed up. Power is allocated proportionally based on the charger's maximum output. For example, an 80 amp charger will be allocated more power than a 32 amp charger in the same group. When chargers lose network connectivity, the charger's last allocated power will be reserved for that charger until it comes back online. In order to better understand how Eaton manages systems, you can manually start chargers through the Chargers tab. This will show you all the chargers available in your system. If you don't see the charger you are looking for, the Select Chargers tab has a search function. Once you found it, click on the name to see the individual page for the charger. Click on the Start button to power the charger. You can now return to the Power tab to see how much amperage is being used. Start multiple chargers to see how the amperage is distributed by the system. Because these chargers are wired to different phases, we can see that power is still safely kept within the breaker's limit on a phase level. The more chargers active, the lower the amperage between chargers. This concludes the overview of the power management system.